5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to bask in unprecedented glory, because today, another epic, enthralling, engrossing Halo 2 match is about to commence. What will transpire? I do not know. The future is an enigma. Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, let's dabble into this. Alrighty, that was a mouthful. So, just in case you're watching the stream, or if you're watching a past video, I was ranting and raving and prattling on and on about movies, about nutrition, and about other vapid topics. So let's just get back to what I was saying, and I apologize about digressing to complete my little intro. So what other games do I recommend? I was talking about video games. That's what I recollect and recall last talking about. So as you recall, I was talking about playing Shadowrun, Team Fortress 2, desisting and abstaining from playing Fortnite. I really wanted to try For Honor. Unfortunately, my Xbox is barricaded off. It's obscured behind all these boxes, so I haven't touched my Xbox One, nor my PlayStation 4, nor even my Wii U in almost a year and a half. I haven't even utilized them once, so I'm just using the PC. Now my PC components are becoming defective in perpetuity, and I have no recourse. There's nothing I can do to remedy the situation. I have to relinquish more money to restore them, and I can't afford to restore them. Almost all my channels, as you guys likely already know, are demonetized. They can't get monetized until I have a minimum of 4,000 watch hours per channel and a minimum of 1,000 subscribers, and I need those 4,000 watch hours in the past 12 months, and that's arduous when YouTube is hyper-competitive and when these channels are secondary channels. So these channels don't take precedence over my main channels, over the hub channel. What is it, the HUD channel or the hub channel? I think it's a HUD channel. Is it the HUD channel or the hub channel? I think it's the HUD channel, whatever. I need to stop worrying about semantics or my vernacular, but whatever, I'm dehydrated. I guess it's okay. I guess you guys can make concessions for me because I'm dehydrated. But yeah, I haven't met that criterion. I haven't met that threshold. So yeah, most of my channels are now demonetized by the courteous of YouTube, and hopefully I can get them remonetized in the pending future. But even if I don't, everything looks bleak and grim, because the truth of the matter is almost everyone enables an ad blocker. 85 to 95% of people enable an ad blocker, and then you got to split the advertisement revenue with YouTube, the MCN, and then you're extorted out of your earnings by the state. And there's over 29 different types of taxes, so it's just brutal on my end, but you guys know how it is. Maybe you guys can resonate with me if you created a YouTube channel and if you strive to attain a partnership. But it is what it is, I suppose. Now, what else is there to talk about? Yeah, so the criterion is arduous to meet. And by the way, if you want to be partnered with an MCN, they scrutinize you, they vet everything, and then they also have their own artificial synthetic criterion. And in order to meet that criterion, you're going to need at least 100,000 video views per month. It's ridiculous. It's just asinine, but it is what it is. So I don't know, it's just really, there's no money to be made in it anymore. If people were to disable the ad blocker, which would never happen, if the thresholds decreased, if it was more, if it was less stringent, if it was more open to everyone, then it could be somewhat viable as a form of supplementary income. But since everything is still so stringent today and so rigorous, I mean, it is what it is. Now, I guess you could supplement your income with doing other part-time jobs, but yet again, you run into the other issue of not getting enough hours, getting low pay, not getting any fringe benefits. So everything today seems like a calamity, and obviously everything has got harder because everything's being outsourced, and on top of that, everyone's utilizing automation. You can automate your marketing, automate your video recording, you know, automate your live streams. Everything can practically be automated. You know, most of these tasks are rudimentary, and you could even create macros to automate these tasks. But on top of all that, everything's hyper competitive. There's more, there's larger wage gaps. There's more income disparities, to say the least. But I guess you could say the crux of the issue is you have 4 people applying for the same job. In the past, half a century ago, if you recollect, the population was around 2 billion people. Now it's closer to 8 billion people, and you didn't have all these automated processes. So I guess it is what it is. But you just have to trudge along, make an earnest effort to do the best you can, and that's all you can do, right? But everything for me looks grim and bleak. I may wind up losing everything. I hope to God I don't. I don't even know if I can sustain maintaining my stuff. If I lose everything, if I'm eviscerated of everything for a second time, then I lose my only incentive to work, you know? In my opinion, at least for me, I don't know, it's just not worth it to just work for food. And you would think that life would get easier after earning your doctorate and after earning a 4.0 and after having your dissertation published. But the truth of the matter is it doesn't. You know, the real world begins, and they're disinclined to hire you if you're just a new candidate fresh out of school, even with stellar credentials, because you can't compete on par with the baby boomers who have half a century of work experience, who have 100 plus publications, who have decades of work experience. You know, your credentials are not up to par with other candidates, and they're now retiring, so it is what it is. So I'm sorry about being negative, but what else should I talk about? Yeah, everything just seems far more cumbersome than I anticipated. You know, you try to be optimistic, you try to be positive, and unfortunately nothing turns out in your favor. So, I don't know. I'll just do my best and see what transpires. You know, at the end of the day, all that matters is morality and putting forth an earnest, diligent effort in everything you do, and not being neglectful. Yeah, so that's my advice to the multiverse. It's not worth it to invest all this time and resources to expend all your finite, sacrosanct, and valuable time and resources going to school, acquiring all these technical skills when there's no job waiting for you at the end. It just doesn't make any sense. So, those are my 2 cents. I'm curious what you guys think. Please feel free to share your insights via the comment section beneath this video or in the chat if you're watching this live. But what else is there? What else should I talk about? What else should I touch on? What else should I enlighten you about? What other subjects should I illuminate? I don't know. I love Halo 2. It's truly a throwback to old school classic, more simplistic FPS gaming. I guess it has less mechanics than modern day FPS games. I mean, the Halo games, the retro Halo games, are devoid of the jetpacks, the sprint mechanics, the lock and shields. I forgot what they're called, or you know, the shield power up where you crouch down and you're impervious to damage. The shield lock ability, the armor lock ability. Maybe that's what it's called. But this is truly a throwback to a time when gaming was more simplistic and wasn't so convoluted per se, and wasn't so multifaceted. So that's why I love it, and I think that's why other people love it too. And even though it has a niche fandom, it's truly nostalgic. Now, Overwatch is a great game, but if you're the counterbalance to one class, you have an easy time to prevail. You'll have an easy time prevailing against your adversaries. But if someone is a counterbalance to you, then they'll easily be able to trounce you. So it's a double-edged sword with Overwatch. You either can easily best them or you can't. And it's not really based on skill in Overwatch. It's just based off who you're being pitted up against. You know, so you have to be more strategic per se in Overwatch than you would have to be in a more balanced game like Halo 2 or Halo 3. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream in a bit. I can't sustain this. I'm too dehydrated for my own good. But yeah, I'm going to boot up my Mugen stream in a bit. I'm about to rage quit. I'm surprised that we had roughly 15 concurrent viewers at one time, even though I rarely stream Halo 2. I think that's the most I ever earned on Twitch thus far. So I met a new record. I exceeded my own threshold. I achieved a new goal, so I'm proud about that. Once this game is over, I'm rage quitting. I'm throwing in the towel, and unfortunately I'm going to wind up streaming some Mugen matches. I say unfortunately because I love to play Halo 2, but I have to get water and I have other things that take precedence over playing Halo 2. But yeah, the parable, the lesson here, the conclusion, is that, what's the other word I'm looking for? I was about to say allegory, but that may not be the right word for this context. The parable here, the message at the end of the day, is life gets harder as you get older, and it is what it is. You have to be diligent and put forth an earnest effort to get ahead and work extremely hard, especially in 2018 and going forward. So I hope that you found this video to be appeasing and bedazzling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.